Everyone, it's Tony Richards and welcome to the Tony Richards Life Focus. Hey, I want to talk tonight about relationships. Had a text from Deborah last night and she said, Tony, have you ever talked about relationships? So I want to talk about that for just a few minutes tonight. You know, Theodore Roosevelt said that the most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. And isn't that true? Especially in this day and age, and especially in this fast-paced, get it done yesterday, instantaneous everything world we live in today. Relationships are still so critical and so very, very, very important. How are you with relationships with people? I'm going to be talking from Lori Fielfeld and Liggy back in March of 2013, but I think it's so important, and I'm going to be... One of the most profound experiences we can have in our lives is the connection we have with other human beings. You know, we can do a lot of things in our life, and we can say we want to do this and we want to accomplish this, but really, don't we need other people? Don't we need the help of other people to get things done? We really do. It's so important that we have that opportunity to have that friendship, to have that relationship, because that's what keeps us together. That's what keeps us strong. That's what keeps the psyche going, I think. Well, I'm going to talk about, very quickly here, 8 tips for developing positive relationships. The first is to accept and celebrate differences. You see, one of the biggest challenges that we experience in relationships is that we're all different. We are all different, aren't we? I mean, no two people are alike. We look at one another, and that's what I think makes us attracted to others, is as the differences that we bring into that type of relationship. But we have to understand it, we have to support it, and we have to appreciate it. So accept and celebrate that we are all different is a great starting point. When we say, yes, I know I'm different, and I know I'm not like you, that's okay. It's a great starting point in a relationship. Number 2, listen effectively. Listening is a crucial skill in boosting another person's self-esteem. How many times have you been in a conversation and you just know that the other person is not listening, or they're not tuned in all the way, or they interrupt you because they think they know what you want to say and they'll finish statements for you? You see, listening is a silent form of flattery that makes people supported and feel valued. Active or reflective listening is the single most useful and important listening skill. Do you have that skill? Are you a good listener? Number 3, give people your time. Giving time to people is also a huge gift. You see, in a world where time is of the essence and we are trying to fit in more than one lifetime, we don't always have the time to give to our loved ones, our friends, our work, our colleagues, our churches, our communities. Put technology aside and be in the present. Be in the present right now. That's number 3. Be in the present in everything you do. Stop living in the past. Stop thinking about tomorrow. Look around you. Really enjoy the present. You know, I look around me right now and I see things that I didn't see in this room yesterday. Be in the present. Look around and see others. See the value of others in your relationship. And you'll see things in them that maybe you haven't seen in 20 years. It's important in a relationship. Number 4, develop your communication skills. Communication occurs when someone understands you, not just when you speak. It's when they understand you. That's real communication. One of the biggest dangers with communication in a relationship is that we can work on the assumption that the other person has understood the message we're trying to get across. A lot of times people in relationships fall into trouble. That's where arguments start. A lot of it is just simply miscommunication. Focus on that communication. One of the ways you do that is by listening, and the relationship will grow stronger. Number 5, manage your technology. By now, pretty much everyone has a mobile phone, and many people have 2 or more. While they are a lifesaver in an emergency and an effective tool for communication, they can also be a complete distraction when people exhibit a lack of mobile phone etiquette. One of the problems I have is sitting in a meeting, I'll look at the phone even though what I've tried to do now is turn the phone over in a meeting. But if it vibrates, I still find myself, I have to work on that. Got to look and say, wait a minute, that's not being fair to the others in the room. It's not being fair to the relationship that's taken place. Number 6, learn to give and take feedback. Feedback, in my opinion, is the food of progress. And while it may not always taste great, it can be very good for you. So listen to learn and give feedback. Number 7, learn to trust more. Let me ask you, what is more important in a relationship? Love, trust, or passion? Well, although you can make a good case and a good argument for all three, the fact is that trust is hugely important in any relationship. Remember, no love will last without equal amounts of respect and trust. Do you trust someone in that relationship? Your significant other? Your family, your friends? Do you trust them? And number 8, develop empathy. Remember that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Empathy and understanding builds connections between people. It builds that relationship. It is a state of perceiving and relating to another person's feelings and needs without blaming, without giving advice, or trying to fix the situation yourself. Sometimes in a relationship, it takes 2 people to fix a relationship. So stop trying to take control of everything. Empathy also means reading another person's inner state and interpreting it in a way that will help the other person and offer support and develop mutual trust. You see, every relationship we have can teach us something. And by building positive relationships with others, we will be happier and more fulfilled, and we will feel more supportive, and connected. So, quickly now in your relationships, ensure that the relationship you have with yourself is a positive one first. And that's a good point. That relationship with yourself. Now you may say, what are you talking about? If we don't like ourselves, how can we like others? So make sure your relationship with you is in check first. Accept and celebrate the fact that we are all different. Embrace it. I love it. I love the fact that there's so much diversity. Actively listen to hear what other people have to say. Give people time and be present when you're with them. Develop and work on your communication skills. Always. Something we all have to work on. One of the biggest issues in life, in positive and negative, it can be found in how we communicate. Manage mobile technology and be aware of its pitfalls. Put that phone aside. At dinner, take it away from the kids, take it away from yourself, and enjoy each other. Be in the moment with them. Learn to give and take constructive feedback. Open your heart and find the courage to trust, to really trust. And learn to be more understanding and empathetic. The life focus is very simply with relationships. Treat people as you would like to be treated yourself. Isn't that amazing? It's so simple, but yet we fail at it in so many degrees, in so many ways. So I want you today to say, you know what? Right now I'm going to start building a stronger relationship with myself first. I'm going to understand myself. I'm going to listen to what bothers me. And I'm going to actively pursue the right resources and right directions. And then go out and help others. Be present with others. Be in that moment. Put that technology aside. And make sure, and let me ask you this, do you trust yourself? Because before you can trust others, you have to trust yourself. And when you do all that, yeah, you know, you're going to go forward. Hey, thanks for listening. Write me at TonyRichardsSpeaking@gmail.com. Check me out on the website at TonyRichards.net. Next week, I'm going to be coming from Atlanta, Georgia, and looking forward to what that beautiful city has to offer. So have a great evening, a great day. Be safe, be blessed. Trust, build those relationships, and go forward.